Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Brothas-in-Law. We got a good one lined up tonight, man. On this channel, if you're new to this channel, let me just by saying on here we talk about police involved incidents that occur around the country, and we just give our take on whether the actions of the police officer or what a reasonable officer would do. We also look at the actions of the citizens, see if they follow our acronym of CALM, which stands for comply, answer questions, listen, and move on, where the situation had turned out differently. My name is Corey, and I'm a former Virginia State Trooper and a retired Navy Chief Petty Officer. My co-host is Mr. Michael Bradley. Welcome, my brother.
What's going on? What's going on? Good to be back. Got another one, good one lined up for you. Make your mistakes. They are made. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad mistake. It's a big mistake, but it was made. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into the video of it, and we're going to talk about it. I'm Mike Bradley. I'm the co-host of the show. 26-year retired law enforcement officer in Northern California. 6-year Army veteran. So if you don't know us, now you know us. And good to see you, Goat. I see you on here. Tone, Scott, I see you on here.
Yeah. We got a few over on Facebook as well.
Yep. We're going to get into it.
Yeah, and before we do, like always, you're new to this channel, please go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Stay up to date on all our latest videos we come out with. So we'll go ahead and get into this, man. This is a prime example of the importance of the acronym of CALM, right? Comply, answer questions, listen, and move on. And there's a lesson in here for us all to learn from by this gentleman's actions here. And so, Mike, we want to go ahead and set it up.
So this happened in Chicago area last year, but I guess the video just dropped not too long ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Real quick. All right. And you know, there's some questions I have, Corey, that are not answered yet. You know what I'm saying? And probably because they're being sued right now, so there's not a lot of information from the PD that's put out there. But it's a mistake that was made, and you're gonna see what happens. It starts off basically after they contact this vehicle, which they think is the vehicle that they're looking for initially. So their actions are according to what they're stopping. So I'm assuming they were looking for a vehicle that was reported shooting with guns in the car, slashing tires, a high risk type of stop.
Right.
That's why you see them behaving this way. But they end up making a mistake, and you're going to find out why. Here we go.
You look at me, nobody else, and do what I say, you'll be okay. Real slow, come out of that car. You got that cover?
Got cover. I got, you got it?
Wait for me. Take some weight. Move it, walk back to me, real slow. Real slow. Real slow. You gotta move hands on your back right now. I just made it.
Tom, come up here.
Yeah, gotta be.
Turn
He's starting to realize his mistake right now.
This is the right car. That's not the right car. This is the wrong car. CA.L.M 79463. Yeah, this is the wrong car.
Oh, good.
This is the wrong car.
What's that?
Yes, it is.
C.A.L.M.
The plate don't match. The last 4 or 5 are wrong. It's the wrong plate.
They realize how big a mistake this is. You know what I'm saying? This is the
Here's
other,
the other body cam.
right.
Mhm.
Window down!
Put the window down. 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 Put both of your hands out the window right now. Put both of your hands out the window.
I got commands.
Go ahead.
You, with an outside hand, reach out, open the door. Watch your crossfire. Okay, real slow, left hand, go from the inside. You come out with a gun, you're going to end you. Do you understand? There you go. There you go. Come on out. I gotta put the time, son. Put it in the car. Put it in the car. Real slow. Everything real slow.
I'm gonna shoot you in your head if you come up with anything other than that.
Real slow. Now get that hold on. Slow down. Slow down. Somebody shut off that siren. Left hand, real slow across your body. Undo your seatbelt. I got you. You look at me, nobody else. You do what I say, you'll be okay. Real slow, come out of that car. You guys got cover?
Got cover.
Face away from me. Face away from me. Face that car. Walk back to me, real slow. Real slow. Real slow.
Now move. Hands behind your back right now.
I don't have any weapons. I just came from Costco, dude.
All right, you got move. You got move. 61 to 10.
You guys gotta be
Now, my man, we're gonna explain everything in a minute, but we're gonna do
All
it.
right, Mike.
All right. Okay. So if you I'm sure you know by now, they end up having the wrong car. Okay. It was the wrong plate, the wrong car completely. How that happened, I don't know. It has happened before. I've been in situations like that myself where I end up getting the wrong car or have the wrong plate where the digit is off or something. But in this case, Corey, the plate wasn't even close. You know what I'm saying? And from what I understand, they were looking for a car occupied by 2. And there was only one guy in this car, which, you know, that could either or that could change, but still, they end up having the wrong car, and this guy ends up suing, rightfully so, because of his experience, obviously. What say you, Gore?
Well, I mean, it's wrong on so many levels. Like it happens, right? And I totally get that guy's frustration, right? You on your way home from the store, you're just upstanding citizen. Next thing you know, you're getting pulled over by the police. Guns are blazing, lights, sirens going, people yelling at you, and you're sitting in your seat like, what the blankety blank is going on? Your heart started racing, and you start thinking, oh, is this the end of my life? Based on everything that you've seen on the media involving police involved shootings, you think, oh, I guess it's my turn to go meet the Lord. But however, the importance of this is the actions of this gentleman. He remained totally calm, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in this type of situation, yeah, you have to remain calm. Okay. You know you didn't do nothing wrong. Right. And that's the difference, Mike, here between an upstanding citizen and the ones we pull over and we know they do dirt and are guilty of something, or somebody who just want their 5 minutes of fame. This guy had a level head the whole time. And I'm sure his heart was down in his deep in his gut. But however, he remained calm. He listened to their commands. Uh, he when they were placing him in handcuffs, he was saying some things, and you're allowed. You can say what you want. Hey, what's going on? You didn't. Why are you stopping me? Blah blah blah. And they explained to him, hey, we'll tell you in just a second. And he didn't put up a fight, Mike, like we've seen in previous videos. He didn't put up no fight. He allowed them to put him in handcuffs and be placed into the car. And that's the whole point behind acting calm. If you follow these, now you still get that one hothead officer like the brother here, police officer that was in the second body cam. Mike, he yells out, you come up with anything else other than your hand, I'm gonna shoot you in your head. That was kind of uncalled for.
Yeah, that was.
Right.
I mean, because if he ends up going to court and it will, but if he ends up shooting the guy and killing the guy, that will come into play that he
Sure.
said. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, 100%, 100%. And I get it. As an officer, I don't know. Obviously, they didn't get into a pursuit on this guy. I know I've been in pursuits, man, and damn near crash, and there's drugs and guns in the car. And, we're going after really bad. I'm going after a really bad person, and the pursuit ends in a crash. I get out. Hey, man, you don't fucking move or I'm gonna shoot you. Right?
Yeah.
But never have I said, hey, you move, I'm gonna shoot you in your head or I'm gonna blow your head off. I get it. Sometimes, your drilling gets going and you're not really thinking about the words that are coming out your mouth. But they're gonna be the ones that you're gonna wish that you could get back that you can't get back because now guess what? It's on video. Right. So, even as the officer, even this guy in this situation here, I mean, he has to be calm. Like that's why there's always just one officer giving the commands, right? He's barking commands, the other guy's barking commands, and finally he comes up and say, hey, I got command. And the guy shuts his mouth. Well, he should have been shutting his mouth from the jump. You're not even in the position where you can be giving commands.
Yeah,
right?
he started off with giving commands as soon as he got on scene without regards to the other guy.
Right.
He was already giving commands.
So that would, in my opinion, Mike, that was your hothead officer. That was the one that out of all probably had the probability of doing something stupid if the opportunity arose for him to be able to do something stupid. He probably would have been the one. And so, that's again the importance of calm, comply, answer questions, listen, and move on. Right. And now this guy, go ahead.
This citizen, like we were saying, this citizen did everything right. He followed the acronym. He followed instructions. He didn't argue. He wasn't resisting or nothing like that. He did everything right. Now, don't think we can't put ourselves in his shoes. We can. If I'm coming from Costco, I'm on my way home, officers surround me, they point guns in my face, they shouting orders at me, I'm gonna be pretty scared too. You know what I'm saying? So I understand from the citizen's point of view why he would be upset. You know what I'm saying? But upset or not, he still followed the CALM acronym. You know what I'm saying? He still was calm. He still followed instructions of the officers. Now, here's the problem I have with the officers. Okay, I don't know how they ended up getting the wrong plate. You know what I'm saying? But they need to understand, and I'm sure they do. They need to understand that this is going to be a high risk stop. So I better have the right vehicle. I mean, you can't do something like this and end up having the wrong vehicle. No officer wants to have the wrong vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
I think I could probably tell you where it went wrong, Mike, because you have undercover guys, you have plainclothes guys, and then you also had uniform guys. So the breakdown probably came when, hey, this is the plate. Well, somebody gave out the wrong plate, and even still, he didn't have the right plate. He still pulled over the wrong vehicle, right? Same make and model and color, I believe, but the plate was just wrong by one or two numbers or whatever it was. But it happens. But however, that's why you have to do the, hey, what's the plate number again? We sure what the plate number
confirm
is.
the plate number. So something as simple as that.
Yeah,
Confirm the plate number with dispatch. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Or I mean, if you've been watching this guy and you have surveillance photos and stuff, or number one thing you want to get is the plates of all the vehicles that you're surveilling, and so that's another way you make sure you get it. And then when you do your brief before you go and execute, hey, this is the tag number. We have pictures of the tag number. And everybody gets that. That's how we used to brief when we would go and do a high vis stop like that. Because a lot of times we would go with our undercover guys and they were like, hey, man, this is the car. We need you to pull over. And I was like, roger that. And I have the right information. But, it happens. And so when it does happen, I mean, whew, it's a price to pay. I mean, that's going to be a huge lawsuit.
Now, here's my thing too. I want citizens to understand cooler heads prevail. Now that we have time to settle down and not be upset by what's going on and try to understand what was in these officers' minds. Did these officers act accordingly based on what they initially thought? Yeah, I would say so. They thought it was a high risk stop. They were right to have their guns drawn. They were right to shout orders at him, okay, because they thought he was a bad person. They thought he was the person that they were looking for. Turns out he wasn't, and they got to that, but they didn't get to that until later on. We're going to treat you like we believe we're looking for you, if that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to step back until we have you secured, handcuffed, secured. Then we double check to make sure everything is right. You got the right plate. You saw the officer, you looked at the plate and he knew right away, oh, this is the wrong plate. This must be the wrong guy. He knew he messed up right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he knew it was game over
Yeah.
at that part. Now you got a whole nother
Right. A whole nother issue here because you have this citizen who is innocent here that was just pulled out of his car at gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? The officers made a mistake in identity. You know what I'm saying? But they quickly corrected it once they figured out that they had the wrong plate, the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? They did correct it. But their actions were justified based on what they originally believed. You know what I'm saying? Now, once they determined the truth, okay, they stepped back. They wound it back. You know what I'm saying? They wound down. They calmed down. They calmed the scenario down. They figured out what was their mistake. You know what I'm saying? You got to give the officers time to do that. Meanwhile, follow the orders, stay calm, and do what you're supposed to do. That's all.
Yep. You already finished that last little bit up.
All right, let me finish.
Because I want them to hear, the gentleman's reaction to it.
You want to put him in my car? Yes, please.
And notice how he just chose to be silent.
Yeah, go with the program. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
And that's what we encourage you to do. Even though you might be innocent, we encourage you to do that.
All right, yeah. No, interview room. Put him by my office. Starting mileage 106,972.
And even in the vehicle, he's not saying anything.
No.
Take him out. Wrong car. Take him out. Wrong car. Hop on, man. Face the car.
But you see, it took them time to come to the conclusion. They did come to the conclusion. You got to let them work it out and figure out that they got a wrong car, wrong guy.
Car plates. The car is the same as
It
yours.
was the shooting that they had. That's what it was.
Right.
Hold on. See, look at me. Plates match. Two of them are off. All right. That's why you're placing handcuffs. We thought you were the guy. No, all right. You're not. I understand that. All right. So hey, listen, look at me. I this up. Okay. Understand that? I'm gonna give you my card. This is on me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely on me. Let's clear these roads out.
Y'all threatening to shoot me in the head and shit. Don't move. Put your hands up.
You're right.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, listen.
This is ridiculous. I've been out here for 15 years and never have I once in my life. My man, nothing,
But
dude.
you have to look at it.
My man, nothing, dude.
But,
That shit.
he's got every right.
He does. He have a right to be upset.
You, Harvey, especially you. Bro.
Okay. All right.
What's your name? My name is Derek House, man. I've been out here. I lived in Woodridge for 10. I've been in Downers Grove for 3, man. I'm a upstanding citizen. My kids go to school here. I'm well respected. That is wrong.
You're right. You're right.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
Anything else you want to say to me or need from me?
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
This is why you need to make sure you got the right car. You know what I'm saying? This is important. You know, that citizen has a right to be upset. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Now, did the officers handle the situation incorrectly as far as what they initially thought they had? No, they didn't. But it turns out that wasn't the situation. So they did handle it wrong according to what the situation was for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right, wrong person, and that was the reason for the guns being drawn, because there was a shooting in the description, and because like I said, there was supposed to have been 2 people in the vehicle, ended up being 1. Okay, things changed. The guy could have let the other passenger that might have been involved in the shooting out of the vehicle, so they're not both together getting caught. So you. Sounds like they had to go on with the information that was provided, and sounds like the wrong tag number was given out. And when you're in the moment, you see a 7 and it's another number in your head, right? And you think, yeah, that's the car, right? You're trying to run the numbers, license plate numbers through your head, CN763445, CN763445. And then you screw up a number, and now, like, yeah, that's it. It was 2, 763 2. All right, that's the call right there, right? It happens, but it should not happen.
Right.
That's the thing.
And good question, Tone. Was the call from dispatch or officer to officer? I don't know. We don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions we have here, but we do understand that these officers thought they had something when it turns out they didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
They handled it when they thought they had the right thing. They handled it appropriately for what they thought it was. It turns out that wasn't the case. That's
understand if you ever find yourself in that type of situation, hey, stay calm.
Yeah.
Don't raise all hate, discontent. Keep your mouth shut. Remember, you don't have to say anything. Don't say a word. All you think you need to be doing right now is recording everything in your mind. What just happened? All right, they pulled me out. The guys, because even the guy knew what Harvey said, especially you, Harvey, because he's referring to, because Harvey said to him, you come up with anything other than your hand, I'm gonna shoot you in your head, right? unnecessary for that officer to say. Does it happen? Absolutely. You know, should Harvey lose his
Not
job?
often.
No,
I wouldn't say it
not
happened
often.
all the time.
And I would say, Mike, a lot. And I should only really speak for our department. And when I went through the academy, it was drilled into us to not use words like that. In fact, it's probably policy now that you can't, because the way a couple guys got into uh, um, got letters got written up for dropping the F bomb. And you know, because every week we had to turn in our video cameras. Um, and the supervisors look at them, and then it goes all the way up to our department head and review your videos that you have for that week. And they were in something, and they dropped a couple of bombs. They got written up for it. So it's stressed in the department, but they know there are going to be times when, yeah, you're in that heat of the moment. I mean, when I got into the fight on the side of the road, it got you doggone right. I dropped a whole bunch of F bombs on this cat, right? And because of that type of situation, my supervisor was like, "Hey, we'll go to bat for it," because I wasn't that type of dude anyway, Mike. You know, to be you look at anyone, and I still have a lot of videos here. You look at any one of my videos. I mean, I'm always going to do right. But he did what was right, and that's, hey, kept his mouth shut, waited for his right opportunity to speak, which was when he was being unhandcuffed.
And let the cops work it out. They'll figure out they got the wrong person. Eventually, they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them get there. Don't do anything to create something more than
Right.
what is already there. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yes, Scott, those initial radio transmissions, they matter. The option, who did the initial stop, that matters, and so forth. Yeah, 100%. It matters a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And dispatch gets the numbers wrong too.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, we don't know where the breakdown was. There's a lot of questions that I would have as to how they ended up getting the wrong plate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they end up having the wrong plate. They're gonna lose the city is gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know
They're gonna lose a lot.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
That citizen has every right to be upset. Every right.
Every right. And there's gonna be probably hundreds of attorneys knocking on his door to take this case because they know they get a good one. And that's what we encourage for you, our viewers, is to stay calm, comply, answer questions, let's move on. So that if you ever find yourself in this situation, you live, and you live to take their butts to court and argue out in court. And now this guy's going to be able to go sit on the beach somewhere and have some margaritas because he's going to be well off, right? And that's what it's about. If they do something wrong, you have every right to sue the bejesus out of them, and
you'll be alive to do so.
And you'll be alive.
That guy fought or something, or worse. What if it ended up shooting the guy, Corey? You know what I'm saying? And he lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Then his family might reap the benefits of suing somebody, but he won't. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's really good that he followed the acronym CALM. Yeah. Even though he was upset.
Even though, he was he had every right to feel the way he did, and you should. Right, because you're not expecting to do this. You're an upstanding citizen. You just out going to Costco, getting things for the house, and you mind your business. Got your music on, and next thing you know, you got guns blazing on you.
And Scott says, "Do you think the officers did wrong?" I don't think so, Scott. I don't think they did wrong based on what they believed at the time. When they figured out they made a mistake, they quickly corrected, okay? but the damage was done at that point. You know what I'm saying? But what can you do? All you can do is brush your dust off the pants and say, "Sorry, man, we were wrong. We had the wrong guy, and we did the wrong thing because you were not the right guy." You know what I'm saying? So it happens. I don't think they did anything intentionally wrong. You know what I'm saying? I just think that they should double check the information they had. That's all.
Well, yeah, and that's a problem within itself. That's the problem right there, which
Mhm.
caused you to put a the wrong person through a traumatic experience. Now this guy, he could have PTSD. Now he could now be, so afraid of law enforcement now.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes out again and like, dang, am I gonna get pulled over again today? Am I place right? Good, um, yeah, he's nice lawsuit here. Uh, Anthony said it happens like officers being sent to the wrong house for a call due to the closest of address numbers. Yeah, I mean,
Kind of like the same thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it happens. I mean, policing is not going to be flawless. We are human. All the information that we get in are from other people, and we make mistakes. We're human. We're we're a flawed human being, and so mistakes are going to be made. And that's the purpose of training. You train the way you fight. You fight the way you train, and getting information out, how you handle escalating, de-escalating. That's all through training, your briefings, right? How do you handle your briefings? The information that gets put out, the who, how, what, where, and why. You know, yes, more probably
And,
should have been done.
and
But
they'll have
I'm
to
glad
answer.
that they
They'll have
they
to answer for that. You know how they ended up getting the wrong information. They'll have to answer for that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, So, Scott is right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Checking the plate with the initial stop, but they had it right based on the info they had at the time. Yeah. Once they figured out that, wait, this isn't the information that we have. Once they figured that out, they backtracked and did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people gonna make this, Corey. They're gonna make this a racial thing, or they're gonna say these officers were over aggressive or something like that. They're gonna make that argument. You know what I'm saying?
well,
But
surprisingly, you said that I read through some of the comments, and a lot of the comments were just that they're just too aggressive, right?
not when you got a report or whatever they had of somebody shooting out the vehicle. They handled it correctly as far as that information is concerned. It
Right.
turns out that that was just the wrong vehicle. That's
Yeah,
all.
but I think in a lot of these people's mindset, Mike, there's it's almost like they want the officer's attitude to be one way and one way only. You don't go up and you don't go down. You're just all right. Put your hands up. Listen to my command. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we're not robots. We're human beings, and so your adrenaline is going to kick in, and your mindset is not going to be right. I'm gonna say it. You're gonna say things that you're gonna regret you said because you're in the heat of the moment, of that moment, and so you
Yeah.
know your emotions is going to be all over the place, just like the citizens' emotions is going to be all over the place. And that's where the training comes in. We do the combat breathing and stuff like that. And a lot of these guys never been in the military, so they don't understand combat breathing, just only what they got in a little bit of training at the academy. But that's something, is embedded in me. Even when I do my training around here, I still always focus on my combat breathing, right? Because now that clears you there, lowers your heart rate a little bit, and now you're thinking more clearly before you go start engaging in anything. But you got to train the way to fight and fight the way you train. And do
Sometimes
what
you
he
get
said.
the wrong information. Unfortunately, these
And that's the part.
either they had the wrong information or they didn't pay attention to the right information that they had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't know. We don't know. Bottom line is that was not the right dude. That was the wrong dude in the wrong car.
And now he gonna be wealthy and
Yep.
he's gonna be alive to enjoy it again. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let us know what you think about this. Did the officers act as reasonable officers and a citizen? Did he act according to the acronym of CALM? Comply, answer questions, listen, and move on. And that's the end result, right? You get to move on alive,
This guy got to move on. You know,
right?
and they got to turn around and sue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
He and his family get to enjoy that money. Now I know there were probably a million other ways he would like to come into some money, but hey, I after I get my millions, I'm gonna be straight because I'm sure they're gonna sue for a couple mil.
oh yeah, I just think that he has to. If I was that citizen, you got to take into consideration what these officers had and why they responded the way they did.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to automatically say y'all shouldn't have done this. They didn't know they had the wrong guy. It
Right.
wasn't until later that they figured out they had the wrong guy. If they had the right guy, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't.
right, and they didn't. And but again, they once they realize that they try to back it down and explain to the gentleman what happened and you know there's not more you can say, you know, otherwise, you know, we're just sitting here trying to, you know, beat a dead horse.
Right.
They initially started out right but ended up wrong.
Yeah.
And now they got to pay for it. And the gentleman, you know, now he's scarred for life probably, you know.
Mhm.
Hopefully he's able to forgive these guys.
He
And
should be able to. You know what I'm saying? These guys didn't do anything wrong based on what they thought they had. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
That's
mean,
all.
yes, I mean, you'd have to almost to put yourself in the officer's position. Like you got this information, you believe this information you got is correct,
Right.
and you act on that information, and then to come to find out now that information is wrong, and you're like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
that's a straight punch in the gut right there.
Mhm.
And now you got, oh shoot, now we're screwed. And he knew he was wrong. I liked his reaction when he went back and looked at the plate itself. It's like, hey, this is the wrong plate. Oh. And he looked at it and he was like, oh. And so yeah. So hey, again, let us know what you think about this video. Remember to please go ahead and like, share, and
I
subscribe to
agree,
the channel.
Scott.
If you're new to our channel, we thank everybody for watching us tonight. This was a really short one, but a really good one. And if you got something you would like for us to check out, we got 2 more on the chopping block. One from Scott, and I believe the other one's from Jesus Loves You. We got those on the chopping blocks too, fellas. So we'll get those on one next week and then the other following week. But if you got something you would like for us to check out and break down and give our points of view on, please email us at brothers-in-law21@gmail.com. That's brothers-in-law21@gmail.com, and we'll get your video on. If you'd like to be a guest on the show and chop it up with us live on the show one night, again, hit us up at brothers-in-law21@gmail.com, and we'll make arrangements for you to get on the show. All right, Mike, final words, bro.
You guys have a good weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. I see all of you. I see Goat, Tone, Scott, Jesus Love You, Stacy, Delando. I see you on here. So I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yep. And once again, God bless you. We love you. And we will see y'all next week. Same time, same sandbox. And stay warm.
Yeah. Right.
Stay warm.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Good night. Peace.
Peace.